Hello and welcome to Saber Outdoors. My name is Mark Alexander and I'm here today to review the KastKing Valiant Eagle. Let's look this over. Doesn't turn super fast, but that might be because the brakes are on max. So yeah, that's why. Let's turn those to mini ma'am. Much better, much better. Okay, so we had the Valiant Eagle. This is a BFS reel that I bought over the weekend at Walmart. Wow. Don't know what's wrong with me. Academy is where I got this. Cost about $90. Wasn't that bad as BFS reels go. That's about bottom shelf for one. KastKing has a good reputation for cheap BFS reels, but I've never had one, and I've never used a BFS reel. This is my first BFS reel. So let's look it over. So BFS, what does that mean? That means bait finesse system. That basically means I can take a reel like this and I can throw crappie lures with it, because sometimes you want a very fine, very light presentation. Sometimes bass just aren't interested in a giant bait. Sometimes they want just a little teeny Ned rig, or they want just a little teeny curly tail jig, or sometimes you just want to throw something small on something that's not supposed to throw stuff small. So let's look at our box. Our box probably has some information on this. Ultra light design, sure enough. Special swing side cover. Just got to click. Oh wow, it just pops open. That's sweet. Drum's stuck to it a little bit. There we go. It just swings. That's pretty neat. Let's take our spool out and look at it. That is very tiny. And you know, notice if you're used to a regular bait caster, this is a very shallow spool, and there's lots and lots of holes in it, and it's super light. I'll put it back in so I don't lose it. And we just push it closed. Now, the reason that is because the rotational mass needs to be light in order to throw such light lures. It's kind of like if I were to take an empty jug and swing it on the end of a rope, rather than take a full milk jug and swing that on the end of a rope. One's heavier than the other. One's going to be harder to get moving. One's going to be harder to keep moving. Light is right when it comes to BFS. Well, let's see what else we see on the side. Palm perfect compact design. We will test that later. 10+1 double shield stainless steel bearings. Now, the only reason I know why that's important is because I went on Academy's website and I looked this reel up. This, you can actually fish in salt water, which is really cool because I don't live anywhere near salt water, and neither is the place where I bought this. So that's pretty neat. Let's see. Some more specs here. 6:1 gear ratio. Kind of meh. I wish it was higher, but it was the only one they had. 12 pounds of drag. That's not bad for this small of an outfit. Says that it will take 145 yards of 8-pound braid. Now, for those that don't know, braid is a very much smaller diameter than mono or fluorocarbon. I'm going to put 6-pound fluorocarbon on this and see how it does. Fluorocarbon is usually a lot more finicky, but not everywhere has a lot of light braid, and the Academy that I was at didn't have it. So I think at this point I'm going to switch you all to the chesty. We're going to go give it a try. See you there. Alright guys, we are here at our local pond. We have Blaze with us, and we're going to see if we can do any good with this. I've got a 1/8 ounce Super Striker on this rig. I'm starting out a little heavier than I really should, I could throw this lure on my regular bait caster, but it's hard, really hard. And just because I'm sure, get rid of that little booger. I do not need to be mosquito bit. This is a close-up look at this reel. Like I said before, I've got 6-pound fluorocarbon on it, and the rod I'm throwing it on, it is a Mr. Crappie slab shaker. I don't know if you know, but Mr. Crappie's made by Lew's, and usually Lew's has good value, good quality. So we're gonna give it a first try. I've got everything set a little bit tight, so probably won't cast very far, but also it won't bird nest. Not bad. Feels a little heavy coming back, which any blade bait would. Bladed bait. Boy, it looks good in the water. Color of this is March brown. Now let's see if we catch anything. It feels pretty smooth with everything. Let's undo that 2 clicks, and we'll go 2 clicks down on the brakes. Everything's set up tight, so that's not bad. That's probably about, I don't know, 20 feet. We're gonna give her a try, and I might, oh, that's sweet. The more comfortable I get, the farther I'll be able to cast with this. Anyways, we're gonna fish along and see if we can catch anything. After you use such heavy line for so long, it feels really weird to cut really thin line. No, we're good. Thought for a minute I'd nicked my line, but I think we're all right. So let's try the little red crankbait. This is lighter, so we're gonna have to lighten our stuff ever so slightly. Oh Lord, hope I don't bird nest it. Gently. Not bad. You can really tell when you hit the bottom with this thing. Yeah, this is doable. So guys, like, this is literally just barely bigger than my thumb to my first joint. Like, if it weren't for the bill, it would be the same size. Be careful with this where I don't hook myself. That's all I need today. Hey Mark, what'd you do today? Well, I tried to film YouTube and got a big old hook in my hand. How big was it? Big enough? It hurt. Don't ask no more questions. My open L knife is getting a workout today. But that's okay. Didn't buy a knife for it, just sit on a shelf or in my pocket. I don't need it to look pretty whenever somebody asks me for something. So this is a really little lipless crankbait. It's the smallest one that the Rattle Trap company makes. So if you want to know what size that is, what weight that is, I'll put it down in the description, or you can just look it up because Google. that throw's so sweet. Oh yeah, I like that. That is sweet. And you can see there is lots of chop on the water today. It is a windy day. By the way, sorry for the wind noise. Can't do anything about it because GoPro and I don't have the stuff for it. It's my first video. Give me a break, guys. But look at that. In the wind, it throws that nicely. Like, it'd be different if the wind were at my back and it threw that well. It'd be kind of like, yeah, that's okay. But that is not with the wind. We'll try one against the wind. Just prove point, okay? Against the wind. Of course, it doesn't cast as far, but it didn't backlash. Any more bites? Tell YouTube that the thing doesn't work. Chatterbaits just don't work.
Nothing works.
Nothing works. We're gonna give this a shot. You can see that wind is, for some reason, not blowing. Maybe I'm just not facing it right. It was blowing the blade. But this is one of those, I really don't expect to catch anything, but I'm bored and I want to do this. And it cast really good. Oh. Yeah, I got that one. Chub. There's a million of these in these little creeks in my little area. Oh, I don't want you to leave just yet, sweetie. There he is, folks. Little chub. On back a little. I need like 2 of you. I'll even put you back. Hey, we've got a trout. Now let me tell you, son, and that's how quick they come off. He might release himself. He will. He even washes himself off. How fancy. She did pretty good. Oh, there's a nice one. Again, he flopped himself on the ground. He's a little sandy. But these are just little stalkers. But I'm not going to keep them out long. Yay me, caught another fish. Told you, I had too much hook exposed. It wasn't a natural enough presentation. But that little itty bitty hook, it don't take much hook. And sometimes they're really finicky. Really finicky. And it took me a little while. I'm not sure exactly how much I've showed you all, but I've been here for a little while to catch that one fish. But you can see that hook, it almost disappears inside of the piece of corn. But we're going to try, see if we can catch one more. Because that's fun. I can do fun all day. Got that. Hey, I don't know why. I'm not mad. Like, I'm not mad that they're falling off as soon as I get them to the shore. That is a beautiful fish, though. Now, Pickles, if it can throw this, it can throw just about anything within reason that you would ever want to throw. Okay. Yes, can throw it. No, did not throw it well. And they're sitting on bottom, and this hardly goes down at all. Always love doing that. I bet they're going nuts. Always pick up your trash. Hate trashy people. And like they said in the Count of Monte Cristo, do not become that which you seek to destroy. Or something to that effect. Alright guys, so we've lived with this for a little while, and honestly, I have some conclusions. I really, really, really love using this. Like, getting to throw little teeny things like that is micro. No way I can cast that on my regular bait caster. I love it. Love the way the reel works. Took me a little while to get it down pat, because it's a new reel. It takes a little while to get any reel down pat. But once I kind of got all the bird nest out and kind of got the flow of things, I pretty well just picked it up, put the bait on, started going to town with the baits. Had a great time. If you check my Instagram, you'll see that I've caught some more fish that I didn't include in this video. So follow me on Instagram, you know, Saber Outdoors, just like everywhere, because reasons. 6-pound fluorocarbon worked just fine. Didn't have any issues at all. Pulled in a couple of nice little pound and a half bass. This would be fun. I mean, downright adventurous with something like 3, 4, 5 pounds. Especially because this rod is not exactly, it's not exactly a broomstick. So it would be interesting. But slab shaker, it's a little light. If I had my choice, I'd have something just that teeny bit more heavy. But I can cast something as light as the lure I just showed you, which is, I believe this is a Strike King Bitsy Bug with a little Strike King crawl on the back. I can cast something like that, well, 2/3 of the way across the pond that I'd like to fish. Which I guess in feet that'd be something like 35, 40 feet, something like that. That's just a guesstimate. But drawing down to the final word. Do you need this product? Is the KastKing Valiant Eagle BFS reel something that you need? Maybe. It depends on who you are and what you want to do. So, are you somebody like me who is a complete tackle junkie, loves to fish? I'd rather fish than eat, I swear it. I truthfully do. Or are you just, you go fishing every so often, you don't really fish every weekend, or whenever it gets nice out, I'll probably be fishing every single day. My glasses have fell down. Ooh, and they're dark now. I just caught my reflection in my glass. But this is not something for somebody that's just going to be a weekend warrior that's going to go once in a long while, or maybe they get their license every other year, or they fish on free day. Kentucky has a free day if you didn't know. This is for somebody that is committed to fish a lot, and they like to fish a lot, because $90 as far as BFS reels go is very cheap, but as far as fishing equipment goes, inside $90 I could have a ton of fun. There's my chicken. He come back to see me. I thought I heard him earlier, but this is a great setup. By the way, I don't think I told you earlier, rod's only $20 at Academy, so this whole setup altogether is $110 plus tax, which again, in the realm of BFS, not that bad. And you all saw in the video, even that little teeny tiny crankbait, I couldn't cast it far or well, but I could cast it, and that's the part that matters. Now, if I were to modify this, if I had better bearings, a lighter spool, I could probably get this to where it throws something ridiculously light, but I like it just the way it is. And I think I'm going to keep using it. And if you see me somewhere out fishing, say hi. I love to talk to people. I love to talk to any of you. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the YouTube things. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you somewhere out in the woods or on the water.